right, so now that we've finished question number 3 and 4, right, the next couple set of questions are all going to be separate from each other, okay? So they're not going to be continuations from here on out. Okay, so for this example here, for question number 5 here, your inventory method is periodic and it is LIFO. Assume that all purchases were made on an account, round to the nearest penny. Okay, so in this case, completely separate from the first 2 questions. All right. So question 5 says on August 5th, we end up purchasing 1,200 units at $1 each with a freight cost of $50. So question number 5, it is August 5th. Let me make this a little bigger. Okay, August 5th, we bought 1,200 units at $1 each with a freight of $50. Okay, let me double check that. So August 5th, we bought 1,200 toys at $1 each with a freight of $50. Okay. So what's my purchase price here?
$1,500.
I bought 1,200 items, right? 1,200? Yeah, 1,200 items.
Oh, whoops. 1,200.
Yes. 1,200. Okay. Plus 50 gives me a total cost of $1,250. All right. So now I need to determine what is going to be my total cost per item. $1.04. So what I'm going to do is, just in case that we do have those numbers that don't give us easy numbers, in this case it's actually 1.04167. So, okay, just so we know that which numbers are rounded and which ones are not. Okay. All right, so let's see what's next. August 7, we end up returning 200 toys. They were the wrong color, but we were willing to accept a 20% refund, or in this discount. So in this case, all right, so I need to solve for this. Now I only have one batch of inventory and one batch all. Am I returning any items? No. However, how much did it cost me per item? It cost me $1, right? So I need to solve for, since 200 of them were the wrong color, I need to figure out what 200 items are going to cost me. And then I'm going to multiply it by the discount of 20%. So in this case, what is 20% of $200? Needing it $40 back. So in this case, what I got to do here is now I need to make my inventory adjustments, right? I'm going to create my table, call this goods available. Okay, goods available, right? Because in this case, I still have all 1,200, right? I still have all 1,200 units because I didn't return anything. However, I end up getting discounted amounts on my 200 items. So I no longer owe $12.50, right? Because I got a refund for $40. So therefore, I owe $12.10. Right? So I need to now solve for my new average cost, because now I have a new total cost and I'm spreading it amongst the total quantity. So in this case, what is my cost per item? $1 and so in this case, it's roughly close to $1, but again, it's gonna be $1.8333. Okay, so it's roughly more than $1. So let's see what happened next. Then August 10 rolls around and we end up purchasing another additional 750 toys at $1.25 with a freight of 45. Okay, so 750 at $1.25 with a freight of 45.
937.50.
Hold on. August 10, 750, $1.25. What did you say? 950?
937.50.
937.50. Good. Plus a freight of 45. What's my total cost?
982.50.
982.50. Good. So in this case, what is going to be my cost per item here?
131.
Good. $1.31 even. Okay. So then August 11, I end up returning 50 of those broken toys for a full refund. So out of the 750, 50 of them were broken, and I got a full refund on these items. So in this case, I returned 50 of them. How much did it cost me per item? $1 and what? $1.25, right? Always refer to the previous batch above, right? Okay, so in this case, it cost me $1.25. So in this case, what was going to be my total refund? $62.50. Okay? So therefore, in this case, this batch here, I had 750, but I end up returning 50 of those items. So I should have 700 left. And because I got a refund for $62.50, so $982.50, right? Excuse me, minus my refund of $62.50, how much should be my total cost here? $920. So then now I have a new total cost and a new quantity. So therefore, I need to solve for a new cost per item. All right? So I'm going to take 920, divide it all by 700 items. So that means how much is it going to cost me per item to sell? $1.31 and 42857. Okay. So let's see what happened next. August 20 rolls around. We end up purchasing an additional 400 toys. Okay, at $1.50 with a freight of 25. So 400, $1.50, and $25 worth of freight. Okay, so it is August 20. We bought 400 items at $1.50 with a freight of 25. So in this case, 400 times $1.50. What is my total purchase price? 600 plus 25. 625, right? Which gives us a cost per item to be, so 625 divided by 400. $1.5625. So $1.25, $1.65 of a penny. So every 1,000 items that you sell, you lose out $4 if you round up. Okay. So there you go. Let's see what's next. August 25th, right? We end up making another purchase of 600 toys at $1.75 with the freight costing you $30. Okay. So it is August 25th. We purchased 600 units at $1.75 with a freight of $30. So in this case, what's my purchase price here? 1,050? Okay, 1,050, right? 600 times $1.75, right? Plus 30. 1080. Okay. What is your cost per item here? $1.80. Yeah, good. So in this case, right, that means the purchase of my batch that I purchased on August 20th, no changes were made there. So therefore, that is something I need to plug into my inventory or my goods available because no changes were made there. So I'm going to carry these values down here. Okay. But however, we don't know what the situation is going to be on August 25th because every day, right, you just have to go through the motions every day. So in this case, right, we find out that on August 26th, the next day, you end up returning 25 defective toys for a full refund. So in this case, I'm getting another full refund on those 25 toys. Okay. So 25. Okay. How much did it cost me per item? $1.75, right? Because our assumption is we must have opened up the boxes and find that 25 of them do not work. So in this case, what's my total refund going to be? $43.75. So in this case, I no longer have 600 units, right? Because I end up returning 25 of them. So I should be left with 575. My total cost of $10.80, right? I end up returning $43.75. So how much is my new total cost? 40. Let's do that again. $43.75 is my return, right? But if I have to take that away from my total cost of $10.80, what's my new total cost? There we go. $1,036.25 is what I now owe. So in this case, I need to resolve for my new cost per item, which will give you $1.80 even. So in this case, it panned out and worked out evenly. Hold on, that doesn't make any sense. How did that become... It didn't change. There you go. It's supposed to be, yeah, there you go. Oh. Okay. Oh, because I copied it from above. Okay, I see. There you go. It's now $1.8217. Okay. So then, now, on August 31st, you have a total of 1,500 toys on hand. Okay. So that tells me I reached the end of my accounting period. So therefore, I need to tally up all my totals, starting with my purchases here. And then I need to figure out what my total goods available are. Okay, as well as my total returns and allowances. Okay. Starting with the first one, how many total items did I purchase? Yep, 2,950. Good. What is the total purchase price? $3,787.50. What's my total freight? $150, giving me a total cost of $39.37.50. Okay. So then let's go ahead and solve for my total goods available. $2,875. In this case, I'll go ahead and give you the total cost here. You should get a total cost of $3,791.25. Okay. What was the total amount of refunds? How many items did I refunded? Right? You refunded 75 items. Okay, at a total refund of good, 146.25. Good. Okay. So let's plug in our numbers here. In this case, right, I purchased a total of 2,950 items at a grand total cost of $37.87.50, right? However, I end up returning 75 units at a grand total refund for the 147.25. 146.25, excuse me. So therefore, because these decrease my values, right, I am now left with 2,875 units, and my total cost has decreased down to $3,641.45. Freight adds nothing to the total quantity, but I'm going to add my 150 to my cost. It's going to be part of my inventory. So now I am left with 2,875 at a grand total cost of $3,791.25. Which in this case, right, because I have no beginning inventory, my net purchases becomes my goods available. Right? That's why I solve for down here, right? I have no beginning inventory. I'm going to carry the values down that I solved from above for my net purchases, which is going to give me my goods available to be right 3791.25, which we know to be up here, right? We already compiled it up here. Okay? So then let's see what is next. We need to solve for our total cost of goods sold. So because here ending inventory is 1,500 units. So 1,500. Okay. So therefore, how many items in grand total did I sell? 1,375. So therefore, I need to solve for my cost of goods sold. Okay, so here, I'll make my table here for the cost of goods sold. Okay, so in this case, I have 4 batches of inventory, right? And let's see, I have 1,500 units left. So let's do 3 boxes. So we'll put it here. Okay. So let's do my running balances. So equal sum. Okay. So that's my quantity. And this is my total cost. Okay. So in this case, right, now we are using LIFO. Okay. We are going to sell the last ones first. So in this case, my goal is I need to get to 1,375 toys sold. So in this case, which batch of inventory am I going to take out from first?
600.
Where do you see 600?
Oh, never mind. 575.
The 575, right? Because in this case, I don't have 600 units anymore, right? Because I end up returning 25 of them. So I only have 575 items left. Okay? So in this case, right, I can carry this values down, right? And get rid of this batch, right? Because that was the last thing that I purchased, so it's the first thing I'm going to sell out first, right? Which batch of inventory am I going to take out from next?
400.
The 400 batch, right? In this case, I'm going to take all of it. Right, for $625. Okay, so this case, I am done with this batch here. I no longer have it. So now I am at 975. I need to get to 1375. So how many more do I need to keep selling? How, what?
We need a total of 975.
We need a total of 1375.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 975.
No worries.
It would be 400.
400 something.
400, let me see, 9. So 1375 minus 975. I need 400 more to get to 375. So in this case, I need to dip into which batch?
700.
The 700. And I only could take a portion of it. So in this case, I need to calculate this amount here to get me a total of my cost of goods sold. So in this case, if I sold 400 units at $1.31485, how much is that going to be? How much is that going to cost me? $525.71. Right? Good. Which, if you tally up everything, you should get a grand total of $2,186.96 for selling a total of 1375 toys. Right? So then, what is my ending inventory going to be? $125? Okay, let's see. Equals sum. Okay. So in this case, let's see. I still have left remaining 300 units plus the 1200, which gave me 1500. Okay. In this case, this one was $1.3142. Okay. So if I started out with the 920 and I sold 525.71, you should be left with 394.29. My last one I have here, right, is the 100 here, so you should get a total of 1604.29. 1604.29. Okay, so that's my ending balance, right? In this case, I think I should flip them over just because we want to keep them in order of what we purchased. So in this case, I purchased the 1200 and there was 300 left. Okay. Okay. There you go, 1604.29. So now that I've finished solving for my table here, okay, now we need to go ahead and do our conversion entry for question number 6. Okay, so this question number 6 here, let's do the conversion entry. Okay, so it is August 31st. Okay, how should my conversion entry look like? inventory. So in this case, toys. Right? What else? Cost of goods sold. What else? Purchase. What else? Return and allowance. Okay. What else? Okay. So, what was the total value of my ending inventory? Good. Oh, guess I didn't activate it. 1604. 1604.29. What was the total cost? What's the total value of the cost of goods sold? Good. What was the total value of your purchase returns and allowances? 146.25. What was the total value of your purchases? Original purchases. And you had $150 worth of freight. Right? So again, double confirm that your total debits match your credit. So I got a total of $39.37.50 on the left, $39.37.50 on the right. Okay? And of course, last but not least, fill in your description. So this is the conversion entry for periodic inventory purchases. Okay. Any questions in regards to using LIFO for calculating the cost?
I have a question. On the journal,
Mhm.
is there an inventory at the end also or no?
No, because in this case, do we have beginning inventory in this problem?
Oh no.
Yeah, so you only use inventory at the bottom of your journal if you have beginning inventory. Because remember, think about it. If you have inventory that carries over into the for the next accounting period, right? You need to add that to the batch of purchases that you've made before you can distribute them into your cost of goods sold, distribute them to your ending inventory, and also distribute a portion of it to your returns and allowances. So in this case, there's no beginning inventory, so there's no need for the extra inventory at the end of the journal. You can put it in there, but what's the purpose of putting a zero balance in there when it does nothing to the journal? All right, and we'll take a look at that when we dive into bank reconciliations and things like that. Especially when we dive into the ledger, right? What's the point of putting in a zero balance? Does that affect your business at all if you have a zero balance in there? No, right? Any questions? All right, so I'm actually going to stop here because it is already 11.